welcome back to Steph's Design Space. My name is Stephanie and today we're making dangles. So if this is something you've wanted to do, you're interested in, you just like the way I sound, anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, like the video, ring the bell so you don't miss any notifications, and let's get started. Okay, so these I'm gonna have hanging dangles, okay? When I say that, I'm gonna have this, like how cute are these little steampunk hearts? So I'm gonna have that hanging from the bottom of this. And I have two of them, so I'm gonna make two. When I have stuff I wanna hang, I use a head pin. No. Oh my gosh, these are head pins. These are eye pins. So that's what these are called, little eye pins. They have a little, can y'all see that okay? Little eyes on them. This is a head pin, so you know the difference. A head pin has a little head on it. It does not have a loop. Eye pins have a loop. Okay, so that is what we're doing. Let us get started. I just pulled out a bunch of stuff that I thought maybe I will use, maybe I won't, who knows. These already have a jump ring on them, so I am going to utilize that. Now I am just going to pull towards me and I'm going to loop the eye of the eye pin through, and then we are going to go back. Most of the time it lines up perfectly, sometimes it doesn't and you have to kind of squish it. So just pay attention to that. So now we have that. Now this is going to be a dangle, not a glue bottle dangle. Oh, wrong thing. But just like a dangle to hang off of your journals or whatever you want. Okay, let's do that and go. I was looking up because I was like, did I even push record? Okay, so now we have those on there. Now we get to play with whatever. I do have some spacers there. I don't think I'm going to use those. Let me put that. I really love these champagne looking pearls. So I'm going to use those. I also like this black and very bronze. I don't know if y'all can see in there what it looks like. So I have, that's not the same size. Do I have another one like that? Yes, kind of. Okay, oh, here's a better one. All right, there we go. I'm happy with those. All right, what do I want at the end? A little something, something, not a big thing. Let me look at these little, I don't think these are seed beads. They're a little bit bigger than seed beads, but I'm going to call them seed beads because I just am. All right. I'm going to do this one. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm missing. I am missing my handy dandy little felt thing because this is what keeps my stuff from rolling around. There we go. Okay, see, I can just set these on there and they're not going to roll around everywhere. So let me grab a few of these just so I have them. 1, 2, I need one more just to make it even. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but it is a start. And then I have these glass bead mix that you get from Hobby Lobby, and it is literally just a mixture of stuff. Depending on what I'm working on, I have found some really cool little things in here. But, that's kind of cool. It's too brown. That is no. So I don't see anything just like screaming at me going, use me, pick me. Okay, so these I'm just going to set to the side over here. All right, seed beads. Let me put this on the bottom, and really that just gives it something for the big stuff to like hook onto. And we're just going to make these identical. Okay, so we have that. Now I want to put this one. So I'm going to make one because I will do them identical, but what happens if I start putting both on there and I don't like it, then I have to take them both off. So I want to put one of these on, and then one of these pearls, and then this one back on top like that. How pretty is that? It is so pretty. I'm trying to see how much space I have because I still need to be able to loop that. But I'm thinking I would like, if I have, to put that on top. And then a seed bead. All right. And then I still have space to make a loop. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I do that, and I'm going to attempt how other people do it. If you don't, I have a tool because I struggle. Like, the struggle is very, very real for me to do it without the special tool. But I'm going to try to show you both ways. I'm going to show you the tool first, because if I struggle too hard with the other way, okay, so here is that, and a little seed bead to cap it off. Now see, this bead, something is larger because there's not as much space, but it's okay. I have enough space to work with. So I hold it with my finger here, and then I hold the bead closest to. Now I can't hold the seed bead, it's too small, but that's putting a lot of pressure. This is my special tool. I don't know what it's called. It is the 1.5 millimeter, and I just stick this in here and crimp, and it creates a loop. Okay. Now I do want to put a small jump ring on there. The loop is not completely closed, so I am going to take advantage of that and attempt. It's close quarters here, guys. There we go. Jump ring on, and then I can take my little pliers and squish the little loop closed. There we go. And ta-da! Now the reason I put a little jump ring on there is that way you can hang it off of stuff. I'm looking for a bulb pin. I know it's right here. I'm trying to get it out of this little dish. Okay, so here is a bulb pin. Put it right through this jump ring, and voila, you have a beautiful little dangle. Okay, now I am going to attempt to do it the way that people do without the special tool. So they get these kind of pliers, very, very rounded, okay, and then you take and you pinch it and you turn like that, okay, and then you grab it and you turn. See, I struggle big time with it. And that made it all kinds of lopsided. Straighten it up. Straight. There we go. Okay, and so, I mean, it created a loop. Now I'm going to have to get the jump ring, because I didn't put it in there. I didn't put it in there beforehand because the loop is closed. So now I have to open this jump ring, put it through. Come on. There we go. And close it up. This one I'm going to have to squish. There we go. All right, done. They are both done. So we have two. Now this one I can put on, so here we have a little binder clip. So you know you can squeeze these, take that off. I can put this through, and then I can put this back on. Come on. There we go. And it will hang like that. So you can clip this on something. I'm like looking around. Do I not have a something this can clip onto? Here we go. I'll just use this. Right? So you can clip it like that and it will hang. See? Purty. Okay, so those are two. What time is it? I have time. I can make another one. Let's see. What do I have? These are my like bronze. Most everything I have is silver or gold. So let me pull my over here the silver and gold. And let's just see what I have that I can work with on my desk. So I have this pretty little heart, and I have this. Those are both in gold. And I tried to keep my metals the same. So I'm going to pull two eye pins. I have spacers that I might use, so I'm just going to set this to the side. Okay. Now, this has a jump ring already, and so does this one. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the dangle, which is this little cute thing, to the eye pin. So if it already has a jump ring, then I go ahead and just do that and get that right out of the way. And then two, I can see it and it helps make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking at beads and whatnot. There we go. So we have that one. And where's the opening? Sometimes the opening is so hard to see. There's no way I can show you on camera because it is like so hard to see. But, and there we go. So I'm going to move these out of the way. All right, so we have those. Those are definitely pearls. So let me get my those, and that has purple, so I want to get a little bit more purple. So here's the thing. So I've heard people say, and I'm just going to be 100% honest, you know, oh, I could make those. And you can. Anybody can make these. That's why I'm showing you, because anybody can make these. Just know that it starts getting pricey to make the things that you want. You know, just to have the colors that you need of everything that you have. Silver, gold, pearls, different color pearls. It does get pricey to make pretty stuff. So this is not me discouraging you at all. Look at all these pretty purple things. Okay, I am going to do that. Okay, we're going to do the purple one first. All right, so I want to put this down. Yes. And then we're going to do a pearl. Do I want Let's see. Maybe I want this gold. Because what's weird is I bought these. It's like, oh, it has every color. It literally has every color except purple. Frustrating that it has gold. So let's do a gold bling bling. Right? And let's do a pearl. And then we'll do another gold bling bling because I like to encapsulate. Right? So I like to make it that way. Let's do this one. Okay, so I really do like that a lot. That's very, very pretty. But I feel like this should be centered. So I want something else right there. And I don't know exactly what I want right there. Maybe a little one of these purple guys. No, it is not the same. That's not gonna work. Those aren't gonna work. What about that little guy? Too pink. Well. See? That is not, it doesn't make me happy. So that is a no on that. I'm just looking to see if there's something else in there that I'm like, oh, that would go good. Okay, so no. But I do have these little gold, these little guys. So let's try that. So I'm going to take that off. We're going to get a little gold guy. Okay, and then we're going to start again. I like to have it even. Other people don't. Do what makes you happy. I guess I'm symmetrical when it comes to that. Okay, and then that. And where's the other little gold guy? And voila. I think that is super pretty. I do have space if I wanted to do a little something. So I could do one of those. And again, sometimes I don't know how much space I have until I get it on there. It's very hard for me to determine. Even harder to find there it is, the hole. Now they do make beading needles. And do I have one up here handy? No. And I'm not going to go digging for them, and I don't really need it. But they do have beading needles for those beads that have a small hole, or if you're trying to bead, especially beading thread of any kind. Oh, good gravy, Stephanie. Ay, ay, ay. If you're trying to bead thread, beading needles are absolutely the way to go. Okay, I have that. Then this. Apparently I cannot bead and talk at the same time. Go like that. And that. And this is another one of those hobbies that you're like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so pretty and I want to make all the things. And you end up buying all of the things. And then, but you have to keep buying more because you don't have the exact thing. Yeah, it's a real problem. I'm not complaining. Well, that one went on there tight. There we go. Come on. Good job. All right, let me get a little gold jump ring. And then there's all the storage. I mean to tell you, the amount of storage I have in this office for all of this stuff, it is ridiculous. Again, not complaining at all. Just speaking truthfully. And the more you buy, the more you have to find space for and room for. And what really gets you is like stuff that's on sale or clearance or whatever. or you see someone make something on the interwebs and you're like, I have to have that. Yeah, it's a real thing. Okay, there is the other dangle. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Okay, I know I'm running out of time, but I already have this one out, so let's just go ahead and make this one really quick. Okay, can we do that? I do need to put these back in the proper... because these are the black and this is the purple. And they should not mix. So, I hope y'all don't mind that it goes over, but if you're just stuck on the 20 minutes, you can go not watch it, or fast forward, or whatever. Okay, so there's a few black things here. Let me just go ahead and do the same thing. See, that's what makes this mat handy. If I would have done that on the desk, they would have just rolled everywhere. So this mat is very, very handy. So that's black and gold. Look at that. I have those without getting up and getting other items. Let's just see what I can use. So we have some black right there. And that's about it. Not a whole lot of black on the desk, but that's all right. Okay, so let's just get started with this. Let's do, here, let's do one of these itty bitties. Okay, so we'll do that. These black or blue? I think these are blue. Oh no, that looks really black. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. So one of those little bitties, let's do one of those. Let's do a, it's gold. Okay, one of these. All right, and let's see if this will encompass this, if I can find the hole. There it is. I don't like that so much. Hold on. Nope. And it's just finding the thing that makes you go, ah, that's it. I know this looks obnoxious, but just let's see what happens. You just have to try it out. Nope. That is a no. Those are silver, those are copper. Okay, I'm just trying to work with what I got here on my desk without having to get up. All right, let's try. Those golds don't even match. That is interesting that there is just so many different shades of gold. Makes it difficult. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this flower whether it works or not. And I'm sure it will. Yeah, it does a little something something. I'm gonna try this one. Sorry guys. It's like, this is why it takes longer. The purple one was pretty easy. But I'm trying to work with what I have on my desk, and sometimes, you know, you just can't. Sometimes you have to get up and go get different stuff. But I'm trying. I'm trying to work with what is on my desk right here. Alright, I'm going to go with that, and I'm just going to be okay with it. Well, we're going to start reversing the process. That, and this one. and then one of these little guys. All right, so there we have it. When it's all put together, it doesn't look bad at all. I don't think that my tool is going to have enough space. I may have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let me see. No, it doesn't have enough space. Nope. Okay, so the old-fashioned way, or take beads off. And I'm just not in the mood to do that, so that is the downfall of that tool, is you have to have space. Now, I am going to go ahead and hook this jump ring over before I close it. And now we're just going to squish until it closes. And that can be a challenge. Okay, I think I need the skinnier. Come on. Squish. I know y'all can't see, and I'm very sorry, but there's no way I can maneuver it, because I'm already struggling. There we go. And ta-da! There is the other dangle. All right, so let's take a look at what we did in 25 minutes. Not bad. There was a struggle over there at the end. Okay, so I'm just gonna move these and put these in the right place so I don't knock them all over the floor, because that is very possible. Okay. So we have this one and this one, and then the two steampunk ones, right, on different types of clips. So there you have it. So in 25 minutes, we made 4 dangles. Not bad. Now cleanup is probably going to be that long. Not really. It's just putting stuff in the drawers where they go. So that's why it's imperative to have a lot of storage for beads, because you'll need it. Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss anything. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye!